Hi YouTube, it's Samurai 6 here once again, and I wanted to make yet another video about the YCS. So, first of all, I just wanted to break something clear. There was a few people that thought I luckily made it to day 2. When I say that, I mean they thought I only got there because I was lucky or I went against bad players or something like that. That is actually not true. I did not make it to day 2 because of luck. Um, After I got my invite to nationals, for the rest of school, I actually did take a break from Yu-Gi-Oh. I still did Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but I didn't do nearly as much, because I wanted to make sure I passed school. But then after that, we got out of school about a month before the YCS. Literally every day, Yu-Gi-Oh was almost all I did. I made sure I was ready for that YCS because I was using that YCS to get ready for nationals. I made sure I had everything perfect, which I actually did end up making some changes to the deck after the YCS, which I'm going to test that out more. So as you can tell, I didn't make everything perfect, but there were some days before the YCS when I was officially on break that I would have to work or do family stuff, but I almost only did Yu-Gi-Oh stuff to make sure I was ready for that YCS, so it was not just by sheer luck that I got in. And I actually went against really good players that day, and really proud of myself for getting to say that I actually beat the people that I did. Now for the important part. Thanking people that I want to give big thanks to. There are actually 4 people. First off is Michael. Now, I really want to thank Michael for getting me into Yu-Gi-Oh! He is who got me into Yu-Gi-Oh! He got me my first cards that I had. He had probably several thousand, and he just gave me a stack. If it wasn't for that, I would not be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. He also got me better at Yu-Gi-Oh! Not directly, but he before this one locals, which in 2011 we had a couple of library locals that Michael and Anthony threw together. They weren't as good as the locals that I threw together, but they were okay. He he taught me. He made sure I was ready because we had to wait for so long before the other people got there. It was ridiculous. But he really made sure I knew what it took to get better at Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really thank him a lot for that. Yeah. So thank you, Michael. If it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't even play Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. Because in 2011, first of all, you got me the first cards I got. Second of all, in 2011, you made me a lot more interested in Yu-Gi-Oh! I was actually thinking of quitting for a while. I really was. I really was. So yeah, thank you for keeping Yu-Gi-Oh! Alive to me. Next up, I want to thank StewDog8. I have no idea what his real name is, so I have to give you his YouTube username, StewDog8. I've known him since 2012. I met him in the land of YouTube. But I remember when I met him, and shortly after that, well, somewhat shortly after that, he kept getting top 8 at all these regionals, and I didn't even ever have my invite. I'm just, how is he doing this? Because he literally got 3 top 8s in a row. So that is very impressive. Very, very impressive. But he really inspired me to keep playing and try and, or playing competitively. I mean, I wouldn't have just quit, but uh, I was actually thinking of quitting playing competitively, and when I say that, I mean playing at anything other than locals, which, to be honest, locals, it kind of gets boring after a while, but regionals and higher is so much fun. But yeah, I really gotta thank him for inspiring me to keep playing, never giving up. Yeah. I hope you get top 8 again someday, Stu Dog. Um, it was really cool seeing you get top 8. Okay, now for the next person, Robert Payne. Now, if you don't know who Robert Payne is, if you remember 2 months ago at the Morgantown, West Virginia regionals, where I got 12th place, he was the person that got first place upon going undefeated. Now, I really want to thank him because when I played against him, first of all, he was the nicest person I went up against all day, and he was he was really rooting for me to get my invite. He I learned a lot from playing against him, even though I ended up losing. Um, but I don't know really how to say it. But playing against him, it really taught me a lot, and um, him ended up winning. That was not a fluke. He's been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for a very, very long time, and it's not the first time he's actually gotten top 8. Um, but yeah, he's been a really nice guy. One of the nicest people I've ever gone up against. Uh, but yeah, he actually also went to the 150th YCS. He made it to day 2. His record was 9-2. He After round 4 he was 2-2. Then he had to win the next 7 matches in a row, which that was impressive. That really was. He was on the bubble after round 4, but unfortunately, I think because he lost those matches so early on, that actually resulted in him nonetheless not making it to top 32. He actually ended up getting 44th place. He was actually feeling really depressed about that later, which I'm really sorry about that, Robert. That really sucks. You totally deserved it. Just how much you've tried, you really, really deserve to make top 32. If you did, I totally would have been rooting for you to win. Um, uh, yeah, I really would. I can't think of anybody else I'd really be rooting for more, other than if I made it to top 32. Um, Konami actually printed off 64 of those deck mats for the 150th YCS. I really don't understand why they didn't give deck mats the top 64, because, I mean, I really can't see what they're going to do with those deck mats. I really can't. So it's just, well, you printed them, might as well give them to us. It kind of makes me mad, because to the people that made it to day 2, those 128 people, we didn't get anything else. We were basically giving the same exact prize that everybody else got for just simply entering. So somebody could have lost the first 9 rounds in a row and gone, you guys had to go 7-2 or better and got the same prizes as me. And that actually made me pretty mad that we weren't given anything from Konami. I mean, we had to do so much work to make it to the top cut. We really did. It was crazy how how hard it was, but I don't know. But Robert, don't be sad about it. You're an amazing player. You really are. If you keep going, I can really see you being as famous as like Jeff Jones or Patrick Hoban or trying to think of somebody else. Trying to think of somebody else. Uh, Billy Brake. I can really see you being as famous as them one day because you really are an amazing player. Okay, finally, I want to thank Oliver Tomashko. Um, Oliver Tomashko, I've actually talked to him a lot, and he was actually really excited that I made it to day two and all that. He actually told me that he was actually interested in getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I mean, if I'm literally the reason he decided to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh, then wow, I'm really honored to know that I got somebody back into Yu-Gi-Oh. I really am. But what I want to thank for Oliver Tomashko is um, I discovered him in 2012 when he got top 8 at that YCS, and what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I saw that he got top 8 at that YCS, and I'm just, wow, an 11-year-old got top 8 at a YCS. Um, Back then, I didn't quite know how competitive YCSs were. I mean, I had a feeling, but that was before I had even gone to my first regionals, but I'm just, whoa, an 11-year-old, he's surrounded by 20-plus-year-olds. Um, he really taught me that age doesn't matter in Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm actually only 18 years old, and I'm still younger than almost every single opponent I go against. I really am. I'm shocked. But and then what else he kind of taught me? I really paid attention to all his matches in 2014 Worlds. Excuse me. But I I watched what he was doing and kind of learned how he was because I really saw how he was playing, and he was playing really smart and thinking through all his plays so much, and I really studied up on that and took off of it a lot, and I noticed after I started doing that, I started um, winning a lot more often in Yu-Gi-Oh than I was before. Um, but yeah, he watching him play, it really taught me a lot, and I really got to thank Oliver Tomashko for that because um, after I started studying up on how he was playing, because I know he was really good, um, I got a lot better at Yu-Gi-Oh! And I actually got to really thank you, Oliver. And I got to thank all three of the other people. You've all really done a lot for me in Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'd like to thank you. Sorry this video is so long, but this tends to be the case when I use the cameras that show my face like this. I don't know why. It's for other channels too, not just mine. Just watch Little Karibo and you'll soon figure that out. But thank you to you four people. I've had a lot of other help from other people, but I believe that these four people have helped me the most and gotten me to where I am in Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. And I hope to go further because, man, I've been having a lot of fun in Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately. I really have. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. It's Yugioh Samurai 6 or Connery Snow. Comment, like, and subscribe. Bye. Okay, one more thing. I realized that I don't really have a way to prove what places I got, so I actually took pictures of it. So after I click that thing that says I'm gonna stop showing this video, I'm gonna show you pictures that day 1 I got 53rd place and day 2 I got 64th place. So, ta-ta.